Hi guys, Dale Malik with Watch to Wear. Thank you for joining me today. So I decided to do a video on the different buying experiences that I've had with a few different watch websites, four in particular. They're not going to be in any particular order, but I wanted to give you a fair and honest point of view, at least from my perspective, the experience I had with them. Obviously, some of them are Watch to Wear's competitors, but like I said, I want to be very fair and I want to give you my personal experience with them. Positive and negative, if it so happens to be. The first website is Chrono and Caliper. Now, I've actually made two different purchases from Chrono and Caliper, and I have to tell you, they were both excellent experiences. I bought my Rolex Submariner from them a few years ago, before we started Watch to Wear, and I have to tell you, the buying experience was just awesome. Customer service was spectacular. I chatted with them over the phone because they had a few different questions, and I also chatted with them through their online chat, and it was just a great experience. The second purchase I made from Chrono and Caliper, was I purchased a watch, and I kind of didn't know if it was going to fit my wrist or not. So I called them up, I talked to them, they were very nice. They're like, look, if you buy the watch and you don't like it, as long as you leave the little tag on the back, you can send it back and we will make sure and refund you 100%. I said, no problem. So I ended up buying the watch, and I did not like the watch because it didn't fit my wrist well. Although the condition was perfect, it was just as how they described it on their website, which was awesome. But I didn't like the way the watch fit my wrist, so I ended up sending the watch back. I called them over the phone. They immediately sent me a return authorization through email, printed it out, put it on the box, sent it back. It was a 2-day shipping back to them, and quite frankly, within 4 days, I had a full refund credited to my credit card, which worked out beautifully. And they didn't even charge me to send the watch back. So all in all, I definitely recommend Chrono and Caliper if you want to purchase a watch. It's a great, great company to buy a watch from. The next one is eBay. Like many of you guys that are watching this video, I'm sure you bought from eBay. And I have to tell you, I have mixed thoughts about eBay. Some good, some bad. And it's one of those things where you buy from the seller. You've heard that numerous times before. I think you got to buy from the seller no matter what platform or what marketplace that you're on or what website you're on. Just do your due diligence, look at the reviews, and make sure that you always take that into consideration when buying a watch. Now, the few watches that I have purchased off eBay, some good, some bad, I would have to say the bad had to deal more or less with the seller. I purchased a couple watches from guys outside the United States, and boy, you just got to look at the feedback. You got to do your reviews. You just got to go from there. And although I had a couple guys that had very good reviews off eBay, and I really didn't have a good experience with that. But then again, I bought a few watches on eBay and had a great experience, great sellers. So it's one of those things where you just need to do your due diligence and make sure of it. Now, I will tell you this, eBay is now charging tax. So if you buy a watch, let's say for $10,000 or 500 bucks, plan on paying at least, depending on your area, right around 6.5% to 9% sales tax. So that does make a difference. So keep that in mind the next time you buy off eBay. But all in all, eBay is eBay, right? So just make sure you do your due diligence, and like they say, always buy the seller. So the third website I want to talk about is Watchbox, formerly known, and they're still around, as Godberg Jewelers before they, I guess, purchased Watchbox. I only bought one watch from them. It was a Rolex I purchased probably about 4 or 5 years ago, and I have to tell you, it was a great experience. I saw them advertise the watch on a popular watch forum, Watch You Seek, like many of you guys are on, and I communicated with the person first through email, and then we were kind of like messaging each other through text messaging. It was on a Sunday, and they were very responsive. The gentleman that I was talking to his name was Andrew. He actually works now for Godberg, more of their physical locations, but a really great guy. We finally made a deal. We negotiated here and there. We met each other in the middle. Now, I live in Ohio. I can't speak to your state, but they did charge me sales tax because they do have a location in Ohio as well as in Florida, I do believe, and PA. Now, I don't know if they're charging sales tax everywhere, but back in the day, back when I purchased the watch, I think it was in 2016, they were charging sales tax. But all in all, a great experience. I bought the watch on a Sunday, sent them the money immediately. On Monday, they shipped me the watch. I had it the next day, Tuesday. It was a beautiful watch. Just the condition was just how they listed it. No complaints. I definitely would recommend buying a watch from Watchbox. Other than the experience I had with them, I communicated with them through phone and through some text messaging, but we never really made a deal on a couple other watches. But nice place to buy a watch. I would definitely recommend it. Recommend the Watchbox or Caliper Jewelers. Now, the last one I want to tell you about is Chrono 24. So, of all the watch sites that I previously just explained to you and gave you my experience, Chrono 24 is probably Watch the Wearer's biggest competitor. Okay, because they specialize in watches. We specialize in watches. eBay, you know, you got watches, you got hair dryers, you got whatever, glasses, you got just about everything on eBay, as you guys know. But Chrono 24 is Watch the Wearer's biggest competitor. So I recently bought a watch from Chrono 24, and it was from a private individual. Okay, so the experience was really good. The communication was great. I actually talked to a couple different people on Chrono 24 before I bought a watch from them. Some of the sellers were very good at getting back to me. Some of them never got back to me at all on questions, or I made them an offer or whatever it is. I never heard back from them. But needless to say, the platform in itself is a great platform. I like it. Look, they're my competitor, but you got to give kudos where kudos need to be done. And it's a great platform. Now, I will say this. After making the purchase on there, little to me that I did know, and this is a warning to you guys who, if you're deciding to buy a watch from Chrono 24, I'm not going to discourage it, but if you pay with your credit card, even though the seller is based in the United States, your credit card company, at least mine did, charged me what they call a foreign transaction fee. And I was paying close to 3.5%. So if you're buying a watch, let's say hypothetically for $10,000, plan on paying about $300 in just a transaction fee, a foreign transaction fee. I did not know that, because if I knew that at the time, I probably would have made the guy a lower offer, taking that into consideration. So that's my bad. But I wanted to give you guys a heads up in case you're thinking about buying a watch from there. Take that into consideration. I don't want to stop you from buying a watch from Chrono 24, but keep that in mind. Now, also, one other thing that I've heard, now I can't verify this is 100% accurate or not, but I have a person who I know very well who actually sells on Watch to Wear. He's a great seller, a great guy. He also sells on Chrono 24. Now, he told me, now, like I said, I cannot verify this with any certainty, but I just want to throw it out there, so do your due diligence. I heard going forward, Chrono 24 is now going to charge the buyer a fee. That's right, the buyer fee. So if you sell, yeah, you're going to get charged a sell fee. We charge that for dealers. eBay charges it. Chrono 24 charges it. But I heard now Chrono 24 is going to charge the buyer a fee to purchase off the website. And they're doing it, from my understanding, according to this individual, is to bridge that gap because they do not charge sales tax. So keep that in mind. If you're looking at buying a watch from Chrono 24, it's a great site. Trust me, they're my main competitor, and I'm telling you, it's a darn good site. I really like the site. But make sure you do your due diligence. If you're buying a credit card, buying it through a credit card instead of wiring the money to the dealer, which I would never do for some reason. I just don't feel comfortable about wiring money to somebody I don't know. But I digress. So if you purchase the watch using a credit card, because it goes through their escrow service, and the company I do believe is based in Germany, it's a foreign company, so your credit card company will probably charge you a foreign transaction fee. But also, keep in mind and make sure that you read the fine print on Chrono 24 if you're going to be charged a buyer's fee. I don't know for sure, but I would just throw that out there to make you guys aware of it going forward if you're deciding to purchase a watch there. But anyway, besides watch to wear, which everybody should buy a watch from, because you know why? I personally talk to every dealer that sells on our site. I talk to them over the phone, I converse with them through email, text messaging. I know these guys and they're stand-up guys, so buy from my site. But anyway, I digress. These sites are great, but just keep this in mind when you're purchasing a watch. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. I kind of did it on the cuff, so hopefully I didn't mess up too badly. But anyway, wristwatch check. I am wearing my Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. I wrote a blog about it, and that's coming up probably in the next day or two, so make sure you check our blog out. Are quartz watches worth buying? I don't know, you tell me, but that's going to be the topic of our next blog. So anyway, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you hate the video, give me a thumbs down. I don't care. Trust me, you're not going to be the first and you're not going to be the last. Anyway, make sure and subscribe to our channel. Go to our website. We're adding watches daily. You can also subscribe to our newsletter. We're sending out a newsletter probably anywhere from 1 to 2 times a week, just showing you our new arrivals and going through a couple different things that we have on the website. But anyway, in closing, make sure that you always have a watch to wear.